We're going to go to Gloria, who has been on the line. Hi, Gloria. How
Would
are ya?
would nobody bring this conversation up but a young person?
I know, and I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to get personal with the callers and the
Right?
viewers.
Now, if I had my life to live over again,
Mm-hmm.
because my husband died when he was 40,
Oh, I'm sorry.
51,
I'm
then
sorry.
I was a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
But I would marry somebody about 7, 10 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And then there would, because women live longer than men anyway. See, so therefore, I would not have to, endure some of the things that I've had to go through raising my last child.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my thing is this. You don't know if that couple had been going together all the time.
That's true. I mean, we
See?
can only go on by what
what
the
what the
tabloids say.
publicist is saying. And
Right.
so now that maybe she's sick and they haven't brought that out. And so it's time for them to get it legal so that
Mm-hmm.
when she dies, he'll get all the money.
It's true. You
You
never
know,
know.
look at
It's a good point that you brought up, Gloria. You
just
never
think
know.
about it.
I thought about it going up, saying that you know what, he's an older, an older gentleman, and that he's an 86 years old. I don't know how long his time clock is really going for, and for her to come in as a 40-year-old, who knows what's going to happen to her, and who never knows. Thanks for
Hmm.
bringing that up,
And
Gloria.
what about that other case? I think can't think of her name, but she was a movie star, and the family tried to get the money. He took care of her. I can't think of her name.
Hmm.
And he was much younger, and she married him at the last, at the end, because younger men do like older women,
Mhm.
and that's the reason why I say a woman that tells her age is, got a problem. And number two, you must keep yourself looking good because that's it. But women run it all, and the men, the younger women, older men look at younger women. But in this area, the reason why the women don't look at the older men is because they're old-fashioned, stomach sticking out. But in the East, if they keep themselves buffed and can do everything the young people are doing and have the bankroll to take them wherever they want to go, that's what happens to those people.
Gloria, we're gonna leave it
So
at that.
have a
Some
good day.
wise words from Gloria. Thanks
Number
for calling in. 100, Nancy.
Hi. You know what? That Arnold,
Yes.
he gave me a ticket one time. I was deserving of the ticket, believe me.
You were deserving. Well, that's
Oh,
good that
I
you're.
deserved it. I deserved it, yes. But he was so mean and rude.
Oh man.
And my mother was in the car and my two little grandkids, and you know what? He just terrified them.
Oh my gosh.
Really, they were scared to death. Of course, I wasn't feeling too good myself,
Right.
um, but still, it kind of, I wish I'd known his record when he stopped me, and he was so rude. I always want to say, didn't your mother teach you better, young man?
Oh my goodness, Nancy. So what do you think? Do you think that they should allow him? I mean, he faces termination after his fifth vehicle wreck. What do you think? What do you
Well,
think should be his
five,
punishment?
five. Well, I really hate to see somebody lose a job.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
five, and he was. It seems from what you read that he was clearly responsible.
That's what they're saying. They said they were all preventable with better judgment. That's what they're saying according to the sheriff's department.
I don't know. Maybe just give him a behind the desk job for a while, and not a lot of. Of course, they don't make a lot of money anyway.
Mhm.
But somehow maybe. I don't know what his other graces are or anything. But I also don't know what they've said to him after the second time and the third time.
Right, and he had to take classes before, so I think I hate to say it, just like you said, you hate to see someone lose a job, but at the same time, that's the big deal is the vehicles, they cost money, so when it's the fifth one and within a 21-month period, what can you do,
Well, really, and if a normal driver did that,
Mhm.
they wouldn't have a license. I wouldn't think. I don't know.
That's what, you know, you can't help but wonder that. You really, I mean, you have to wonder if it was in someone else's case, would they get it taken away? I don't know, Nancy. Thanks for calling
Yeah.
in and bringing
Okay,
it up.
bye.
Thanks. She's giving us a really great story about how the guy that we're talking about right now, the officer, pulled her over and was apparently not very nice. We're going to go ahead and jump to Ron on line 3. Ron, how are you?
Hey, put him to work as a meter maid. He's still an officer, but he's not driving a squad car.
Right. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, what can you do after it's the 5th vehicle that he's wrecked? I mean, I'm sure he's a good officer, but at the same time, and you know, I think it's just because it says they were all preventable with better judgment. But this, of course, is according to the sheriff's department.
Right. But there's other jobs under the force that he can do.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Ron, for the call. Really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and jump to Bob. Bob, are you there?
Hey, how you doing, Ashley?
Good. What's going on?
Oh, that officer you were talking about.
Yes.
I think they should give him a bicycle.
That's not a bad idea.
Either a bicycle or a little 3-wheel scooter so he can go on so he can go on parking lot patrol.
Yeah. Maybe they should not demote him, but take him down to that level, see how he does with it, and then maybe, you know, once he does well with that, they could, you know, give him back his vehicle. I think that they need to change something up, though, because, I mean, what do you think about it? 5 vehicles?
He shouldn't have a license. That's all there is to it.
What do you know offhand? Do you know of anyone that's gotten in that many accidents that has lost their license? I can name at least 1 or 2 people that I know.
I can too.
I mean, so you can't help but wonder. I guess they said they're doing as best they can, so I guess they'll see. But he faces termination. Let's see. I think this says coming up soon. Oh, on March 19th. So hopefully we'll have an update.
Okay, thanks, Ash.
Thanks, Bob.